It is Tuesday, I hope. Actually, today is Sunday. I'm doing this early because I know what my week is going to be like. Um, Today, I want to talk about accepting apologies that you never get. um, I want to talk about accepting apologies that you never get because um, I have, and I might have mentioned it several times, struggled with my relationship with my brother for, I don't know, for as long as I can remember having a brother. um, and it always seems to come to a head every summer. And every summer there seems to be something. Because I go home and we have to communicate again. And because we don't live in the same town, but when I go home, we get together more frequently, or we communicate more frequently than we have in the past. It's not an easy relationship, and I'm sure that we all have had those relationships where we would have liked them to have been better, but it's not an easy relationship. And I'll just leave it at that. I'm sure I've contributed my fair share to making it not easy. That said, so this summer he said things that I was gonna be like, that's it. I can't deal with having this kind of negativity in my life, and I cried and cried, and it was not a fun summer because I spent a lot of the summer crying about him and my relationship with him and that kind of thing. However, and I decided to just leave it. I didn't come back and say anything to him or point out how he had wronged me. I let him say what he needed to say. I asked for forgiveness because obviously he had felt hurt at some point. But, and you hurt somebody even if you think that there might be an overreaction or an exaggeration, at best. You still apologize. And so I did, but then I got mad because a lot of it was rehashing old stuff. And, we're in our 50s. I'm tired of it. I'm really tired of it. So I got mad. And then my kids understandably saw me cry a lot this summer and got protective of me. And so they got mad. Longer story shorter. My brother is taking my youngest son, John, to a leadership seminar put on by my dad's Rotary Club. And he's driving him from Chicago way north. And one of my brother's issues is that I never expressed enough gratitude to him for the things that he does for our family, for which I apologized. I'm not gonna. Anyway, so as soon as I heard that he was gonna drive my kid up north and spend the time, and he's taking his son too, and his beef has always been that I've never offered to pay gas money, and even when he's doing something for himself and my kid is tagging along, I should offer to pay gas money. So I said to myself, okay, he obviously wants me to offer that, even though realistically he's going anyway. He obviously wants me to thank him profusely, even though he's doing something anyway. So even though I think that it's a little bit silly, I decided give him what he wants. what does it hurt me, right? So I did, and I wrote out an email and I said, hey, thank you so much for taking John. I really appreciate it. I know that it's, time out of your day, and I know that it's something that, you don't need to do, and you're doing it for me, and I appreciate it very much. Can I pay you, contribute gas money or something else to make it easier on you? Anything that I can do, thank you very much in advance. I really appreciate it. That's all I said. And he wrote back and he said, no big deal. I'm going up there anyway with my nephew, his son. And so no big deal. Just make sure John is ready. And it's great. Maybe that's all he wanted was an email acknowledging what he's doing. And such a little thing from me means that he's not mad or feeling taken advantage of. And maybe that's all he wants is acknowledgement that he's doing something for me. I don't know. So, the quote that I found today, that I downloaded today, says, life becomes easier when you learn to accept an apology you never got. So in a weird way, I think he's saying sorry for screaming at you all summer. For the same thing that I apologize for. Sorry for being a jerk. And really, had, my life this past summer would have been so much easier and so much less stressful if I had just decided that he apologized at some point, even if he hadn't. Because if we sit and dwell on, and this is what I have just learned, so I'm not good at this. If we sit and dwell on why the relationship isn't working, rather than maybe just accepting an apology, or maybe, hey, there are aspects to the relationship that are working, you can focus on the good rather than the bad, and then the bad doesn't become overwhelming. At least not for me. So that's my little green light the day. Life is easier when you learn to accept an apology that you never got. So have a great day, everyone. I'll talk to you later. Bye.